We are all part and parcel of Lord. Shri Chaitanya Deva exhibited the 4 legs of his Varaha incarnation. And if an insignificant living entity tries to imitate his pastime, it is simply ludicrous. Waste of time. And somebody is trying to imitate the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, he is befooled. Stabda haila murari apurva darshane ki balive murari nav aise vadane. So seeing this wonderful sight, unprecedented sight, Murari became stunned. I was thinking, oh Lord, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Varaha. It's not so easy to appear as Varaha. He was unable to find any words to speak. So many people like to call themselves God and imitate Gopi Krishna's pastime. Appear as Varaha. If anybody calls themselves as God, ask them, appear as Varaha first. That means 2-legged animal should appear like a 4-legged animal, and that too with the shukara mouth, long mouth, holding the earth. To appear in this form itself and having a small tail also. Varaha has a small tail. So it's not so easy. But to call themselves Krishna and having all illicit activities with the women around, then they call them as gopis. It's all nonsense. So that is why here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu intentionally appeared as Varaha form, so that the atheistic people or the duplicitous people who call themselves as God, they can be curbed. Stabda haila murari apurva darshane ki balive purari na aise vadane, became stunned. He was unable to find any words to speak. Prabhu bole, bola kichu bhaya nani. Tell, what do you want to speak out? Bhaya nahi, do not be afraid. Eta dina nahi jana muni yehi thani. All these days you do not know that I am here. I am present here. And what you are doing? You are worshipping Lord Ram. I am there now. Actually, Lord is teasing now Murari. Kampita Murari kahe kariya minati tumi se janah prabhu tomara ye stuti. Murari trembled and humbly spoke, "Oh Lord, only you know your glories." On seeing the Varaha form, Lord of the Lord, Murari Gupta trembled out of fear, spoke as follows, "Oh Lord, I am incapable of properly offering you prayers." What prayers I'll offer? See, what is the best thing? I don't know how to offer prayers. You yourself offer prayers. This is the best thing. I don't know how to glorify you. Better is you can do for yourself. That is how Narsimha, when he appeared, nobody came forward to garland him. Then what he did, Bichara, he took the intestines of Hiranyakashipu and garlanded himself. Brahma felt some daya. Because of me only he had to appear in this form. So Brahma says to Lakshmi, you go and garland. Lakshmi says, no way. It's the most fearful form. See, from the mouth, blood is dripping. How can I go? His hands and the nails, everything is full of blood. I'm not going to go near him. Such a fearful form. Then Prahlad told, I will go. Yesterday we had a drama, children. Prahlad and Narsimha, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad is teaching to Hiranyakashipu. Suddenly, Hiranyakashipu shouted. Prahlad started crying. Prahlad, our Nainu Manjari. She said, I don't want this Hiranyakashipu. It was a wonderful sight. I was just contemplating on this. 5 years, Prahlad Maharaj. How he must have tolerated all the tortures. Just by the sound, Manjari started crying. And there, Hiranyakashipu threw Prahlad from Simhachalam Parvat. He used to cage him and put elephants inside. He made him sit in the fire. And this child, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So yesterday night we taught. By this, we can understand that how Bhakta Prahlad, at the age of 5, was just chanting the holy name of Lord and getting the strength. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. That faith should be there in the heart of every devotee, and that has to be nurtured in every child also. Krishna is there to protect us. Ananta Brahma. When the topics of Lord's exhibition of these pastimes were made known to the world, when Murari became hesitant to offer prayers, and especially when he became frightened on seeing the Lord's gigantic Varaha form, the Lord told him that he had no cause of fear. For so many days, you did not know who I am. Actually, I am the fountainhead of all Vishnu incarnations. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnator, not just incarnation. He is Mahavadanyaya Avatarvat. He is the avatari for all the avatars. When topics of Lord's exhibition of these pastimes were made known to this world, in this world, everyone understood Shri Gaurasundar was the Supreme Lord. Although the Lord brought these pastimes into the world through the vision of his associate devotees, even those with firm faith in the Lord's associates could understand that Shri Chaitanya is not different from Krishna. He is the source of all incarnation, and they recorded these pastimes of the Lord for the benefit of their descendants. Though Lord ordered the devotees to not reveal all these pastimes to anyone, but after the Lord's unmanifest pastime was there, and Lord disappeared from this earthly planet, at this time everybody recorded these events. When Murari Gupta recorded the event. So this is for the benefit of everyone. Vaishnavas inclined to the service of the Lord can properly describe topics of their worshipable object. So one should have great faith in the Vaishnavas, in the associates of the Lord. Poets, writers, literatures attached to material enjoyment can never properly describe the characteristics of the Lord. The mundane philosophers' material conceptions under the influence of the material modes of nature will never be able to comprehend the transcendental prowess of Shri Krishna. It's not very easy to understand the transcendental prowess of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. Because of their offensive nature, they are averse to the service of the Lord. And because they are bereft of proper association with saintly persons, they display pride and foolishness. Thus, they simply commit offenses at the lotus feet of Lord. But fortunate devotees attached to the service of the Lord can easily understand the transcendental prowess of the Lord and gain freedom from the clutches of material conception. So whoever is attached to the service of the Lord, Ata Shri Krishna Namadina Bhaved Rayam Indriyai Sevan Mukhay Jivado Swayameva Surtiyada. By our endeavor, we can never understand Lord, but by our service, we can understand Krishna. Sevan Mukhay Jivado Swayameva Surtiyada. Krishna reveals his form. Because of their offensive nature, the materials in the course of their speculations are unable to realize the true meaning of the word adhokshaja, or that which transcends the limits of sense perception, adhokshaja, who is beyond these three modes of material nature and who is beyond these senses, material senses. It is Krishna's mercy that he is allowing us to serve him, because we are filled with what? Kapha pitta vata, vomit, stool, and urine. What is there in this body? But still Lord is allowing us to touch him, to apply chandan to him, to touch him, to give him bath. All these activities, Krishna's mercy. It is not that we are doing something. It is Krishna's anugraha that we are able to do. So one should understand whatever service he is doing, it is Krishna's anugraha. Krishna is adhokshaja. Krishna doesn't need all these things. But for our purification, Krishna is allowing us to do. As a result, they are bound to eventually consider Shri Gurudev, who is the most dear to Chaitanya, as a mortal being, and create differences of opinion in order to exhibit their envy of the Vaishnavas. So considering Guru to be a mortal being, what happens? because they're so envious to Lord, Lord intentionally makes them consider Guru to be an ordinary being. And in this way, they fight among themselves. There is enviousness, which is exhibited by doing offenses to the Vaishnavas. Last verse. Ananta Brahmanda yare eka fane dhare. Sahasra vadana ay yare stuti kare. So Lord Ananta, Lord glorifies himself through Ananta. Ananta is the first expansion of Lord. Balaram is the first expansion. Balaram's expansion is Ananta. Ananta has thousands and thousands of hoods. Not just 1,000 hoods, thousands and thousands of mouths. And Caitanya and Ananta glorifies Lord through these mouths. तबु नाही पाय अंत से प्रभु कह तुम्हार स्तवेते आरकी समर्थ है. But still Ananta says Sahasra Vadane Yare Stuti Kare. Even Ananta starts glorifying, but he says Tabu Nahi Paya Anta. I am not able to find the limit. Oh Lord, you are Ananta. Your glories are also Ananta. One cannot limit glorifying Krishna. Even Ananta speaks this. Now here, Murari is saying, how can I glorify? Even Ananta is unable to glorify you to the fullest. Tomaras tavete arake samarthaya. So who is capable of glorifying you? Murari said the gigantic universes are heavy and innumerable. The 1,000-headed Ananta properly glorifies you with his 1,000 tongues, yet he does not find satiation. He holds innumerable universes on the top of his one hood. So no one is able to surpass Ananta Deva in properly glorifying you. Ye vedera mata kare sakala samsara. Say Veda sarva tattva na jane tumhara. Even the Vedas whose injunctions are followed by all are unable to know you in full. So following the injunctions of the Vedas, people of the world live together in a civilized manner. Yet these Vedas are also unable to describe your glories in full. So Vedas make a person civilized. Following the Vedas, the person lives in a social way, in a proper way, social life in a proper way. But even the Vedas are unable to glorify Krishna. So here we'll stop. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Any doubts? No doubt. So on the day of Narsimha Jayanti, everybody should be there. Don't say I had office, this and that. Everyone should come 6 o'clock, take half day. But don't miss Narsimha Jayanti. Narsimha Jayanti, Narsimha's Kripa is very much important. Come soon from your office, take holiday if you want, sit in the yajna. Contribute for the yajna, sit in the yajna. This is the greatest bhagya to do yajna for Narsimha. Because this Adi Bhautik Tapa, Adi Devik Tapa, Adhyatmik Tapa, because of this even devotees are also suffering only. Don't say that we have come out of all these tapas. No, we are all there in this tapa only. Because as a sadhaka, one should pray to the most fearful form of Krishna, to whom even the fear personified fears. So let us all pray for Sukhinaha Bhavantu. For that, one has to sit in the yajna, offer prayers. 108 names of Ahuti of Narsimha will be there. So requesting every devotee to take part physically. Don't say only those who are outside Maharashtra or outside Bombay can take part in the Zoom. Others, everyone should come from Kandivali, from Kalyan. Everybody should be present. Bade Prabhu, please call each and every devotee. See that all are present. Hare Krishna.